Good morning, everyone. It's the 4th of January, and today I'm doing the first of my daily Oracle card picks, and I'm going to do one every day throughout January. The reason being, I watched Colette Baron-Reid's monthly projection for January 2022, and I think that we have some potentially difficult barriers, things that might be cropping up unexpectedly in the month ahead. And for some reason, it just occurred to me that having a daily oracle reading, taking one day at a time, and just focusing on that message for the day and what can support us on that day might be a nice thing to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing every day for the rest of January, and we're kicking off today. Now, the card that I'm using today, and I may use these consistently throughout January, this might be my pick, but I don't know yet. We'll see what I feel called to do. But it's Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle card deck. And this was my first deck and one of my absolute favourites. So we're going to be using these cards. They are beautiful cards. Love the imagery and the messages. So let's see what we get. So today, what I would like to ask the universe is to show us the card that's most beneficial for us today. So what message do we need today to support us with the energy that we have? So keep picking a card, separate into 3 decks together. Right. This is our card. Ooh. It's a lot of the lovely ones. So we have transformation. Don't know if you can see the text on the card there, but it's things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Thank you. So let's have a quick look in the book to see what that means for us. It might be easier to go at the front, actually. Okay, so reading from the guidebook that comes with the Oracle card deck, the card for transformation, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And I'm sorry, I can hear how blocked my nose is. There is nothing I can do about it, so apologies. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within yourselves. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, or freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. I'll come back to that in a second. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Oshun represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime. It is January after all. Or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. And the Work Your Light activation is to hold the card to your heart and say, but if you haven't got the card, then you can repeat this and visualize the card. Keep that in mind. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So that's it. 2 things to mention. I'm actually in the middle of writing my third of my top 5 tips for finding calm. And this third one is actually on self-soothing. So the fact that we are being called to find new ways to self-soothe, I will be sharing later today, the third of my top 5 tips for finding calm, which is the power of self-soothing. So don't you just love it when things like that come together? So anyway, thank you very much. Take care, and I'll be back tomorrow.